Good morning, everybody. Orin J here with another War of the Visions video, and I know everybody's hyped for Master Ability 2 this week, but we are getting some regular EX upgrades for some current level 99 units in Global, one of which, Luartha, could be a potential really strong candidate in Cetia groups. I know that's something I've been looking forward to. So let's take a minute, let's check out the EX upgrade for our ladies here, and see if any of them are becoming worthy of seeing some playtime with the 120 squads running around out there. And I want to start with the biggest ticket item of them all. Let's talk about Luartha. Now, look at the top line here. Her HP at 1751 at level 99, that's too low. That's just not going to hang, right? You're going to get, that's one-shot territory from like everybody. It goes up by almost 1,000 to 2702. So that's a nice significant upgrade right there. Her attack goes up by almost 100 from 405 to 504. Crucially though, her agility stays at 59. So she's going to continue to be a fairly slow unit. You're going to have to look for gear, espers, vision cards to increase that agility. Her dexterity and her luck do go up a little bit. She still move 3, jump 1. So overall, like her stat upgrade, just kind of okay. She's essentially getting a bunch of HP and a bunch of attack, but no more agility. So that's not the whole story. What about her skills? What kind of skills are getting upgraded for her here? Let's take a peek. A tune-up. This is by far and away her most used support skill, I would say. It gives the crucial 40 defense penetration and the agility steroid to help boost that 59 agility to something more usable. She is gaining 20 accuracy here. Oh man, this is big, because if you've played Cetia, who doesn't have 100% hit moves, you know it can be a struggle to hit those evasion units. Any accuracy you can find is going to be helpful. 20 from a support ability that you were going to run anyway is nice. I think you probably still want to pair that with something like Abandon here, which is self-sacrifice, right? 8% resistance is down for 60% attack buff. That's the way to go unless you want some range from Spiritual Unity. Okay, continuing down here, what else is getting upgraded? Quadruple shot. This is kind of neat, right? Quadruple shot is the thing that the dual gunner main job brings, and it's something that I use in PvE all the time. How many of those missions have like deal X amount of hit chains to a unit? Hey, guess what? Your dual gunners can take care of that for you. Her upgrade here just gives it more damage, right? It goes from a 121% modifier to a 165% modifier, which doesn't seem like a massive buff. It's massive. That's a massive buff. The bad thing about quadruple shot has always been the low damage. The AI sometimes won't even use it because it'll prioritize other attacks that do more damage at the time, even though if you're running her with like Cetia in a fire element missile group, if you can have Luartha quad shot something before Cetia hits them, that means Cetia is hitting into a 4 element and missile chain, which is huge. And with the attack upgrade here, with the percent upgrade, I'm thinking the AI might like this a little more. It's still range height to good range of 4. It's 3 or 4 range, which is important to point out on gunners. They can't hit stuff right next to them. So, okay, that's a cool upgrade. I like it. Her level 20, her job level 25 ability, Rapid Release. This is a Protect and Shell debuff on the target. So if you're fighting like Joom or somebody that casts Protect and Shell, Protect or and Shell, all of them, she can dispel both. So it will dispel those. That does 165% damage with piercing, and it is a 2-hit ability. So she's kind of becoming the queen of like fire missile chaining right here. She has double shot, quadruple shot, and now rapid release. The range on this is real weird though. She can hit directly in front, behind, or to the sides of her. Range 3 or 4. Really weird here. That's the drawback of this move. Otherwise, I really like it, because if you're trying to run a like fire team into wind and you have to deal with Joom, she's got Protected Shell. Joom casts Protected Shell turn 1 like every fight. This is a big skill to take her down, so I do like it, and that it's a 2-hitter means it will boost the damage of the rest of your squad if they're chaining with her. So I like this move a lot. That's it. That's her upgrade. So, do I think she's usable now? Abso-freaking-lutely I do. Just the stat upgrades and the upgrade to quadruple shot makes her usable, but I also really like this tune-up upgrade for the accuracy. If you're fighting those evasion teams, you're just going to need to find accuracy. I think they hooked her up there. Okay, now, I'm not going to spend as much time on the next two, but let's talk about them here, because we do have 2 more. Livialle is next. Earth Element Mage / Calculator. Really useful for Earth selection, by the way. One of my MVPs for Earth selection quest, even at only level 99. She's getting an HP buff from 1439 to 2312, which isn't a ton. It still leaves her a little bit low on the HP side. Her magic, though, is getting a huge buff. 339, which was very I'm a level 99 not UR unit, to 550, which is very much in line with what a lot of UR units have. So that's a nice buff. She's getting 4 agility, which is good because she was a 50 agility unit. 54, still slow, but better. So I do like her stat buffs. I think they did a good job there. But we need to look at her actual upgrades to see if she's getting what we need. And here we go. Let's go to her skills. She's interesting. She's one of the more interesting ones here. They like to do interesting stuff with MR units. What am I going to say? So, Magic Up. This is a 30% magic steroid. It now stays with that, but also gives her a 20% chance of boosting her poison, right? So, 20% more of applying poison for the targets. This is neat because if we go down to her main job, Black Mage here, she has a couple ways of poisoning. First of all, Bio. This is the Elementalist, 50% chance to inflict poison for 3 turns. The thing here, the 20% boost turns this to 70%, which on a high spirit target basically means you're going to poison them with Bio. 70% is about what like limit breaks tend to do percent when they're applying status effects, and you know that limit break status effects land all the time. So that's important to note. But really, I think it's for this. The Stonaga upgrade becomes Stonaga Poisonous Fang. And so before it hits, it has a 25% chance to inflict poison, which is boosted to 45 by that support ability upgrade. Still not a guarantee, but on a high faith unit, especially if you're hitting another high faith unit, it's a pretty good chance of applying the poison. 185% damage in the AoE, and if they are poisoned, it will decrease their elemental attack by 40. So a nice debuff to their attack there. It's interesting. It's a cool thing, and if you're a Livialle fan, you have a cool mechanic to play around with there. She's also getting Enchantment Mist as her job level 25 ability. This is another awesome skill. It is a 30% attack and magic buff in an AoE for her allies. And then crucially, it decreases her chance of being targeted. When we looked at her HP, she's a low HP unit. She's a low HP unit. So what she's doing here is she's essentially going to walk over to her allies on her first turn and be like, here you go, have some attack and magic and have all of my aggro because I don't want it. That's neat. If you're a Livialle fan, she's playable with this. She's not going to be like a UR unit, but it's a cool upgrade. I like what they did there. I like the attempt, the thought process, all of the above. Now, we have one more to talk about here, and that's Cadia. Cadia has a fan base. She does. So is the Cadia fan base getting hooked up? Start with the stats. 1804 HP to 2961. She actually goes to having the most HP of any of the units that we're talking about here, which is cool. That's a huge bump. 1804 to 2961, that's a big deal. How about her magic? Yeah, her magic stat is getting hooked up. 2791, which was Omega low, even for an MR unit, to 518. Whoa! That is a almost doubling of her magic. She's also getting 6 more agility from 51 to 57. The rest of her stats stay pretty much the same. So stat-wise, they're absolutely hooking Cadia up here. But with MR units, a lot of the times, their stats don't tell the whole story. So we got to go look at the skills. What is she getting here? Because main job cleric's a little rough. Okay. Her Spirit Up support ability is getting an upgrade to also giving 15% Dark Resist, which is an interesting play for a wind unit here. And it gives her 20 healing power. Now this 20 healing power combined with the fact that her magic stat is going way up means she might be a very viable healer. That's cool. Okay, so that's a good upgrade. Let's look at her main job here. What is getting upgraded here? Erase. This is a debuff dispeller, right? Dispel all debuffs for target. Not a move used all the time. It will now also increase debuff resistance. I don't love this one. I wish they would have gone for like upgrading her heal or something, since they're giving her the healing up on her support ability. I would have rather seen a heal upgrade to her kit, but it is what it is. Her job level 25 ability, Dual Veil Darkness. This is a really good skill. Increase Earth and Dark resistance 35% for 3 turns for allies. So she's really becoming this like anti-dark unit. Interesting choice right here. 35% dark resist buff in a big AoE is nothing to laugh at, and same with the earth buff, right? So if you're running Cadia with this buff, 35%, and her Spirit Up buff giving 15, that is a 50% cut to dark damage for her, just with one buff. So maybe the thought here is like you sneak Cadia into some limited PvP situations and hunt dark teams. Maybe that was a thought. I could see that working really well. And there you go, guys. That's our units. That's our 3 girls getting their EX upgrades this week. I plan on EXing Luartha and trying to run her with Cetia. I think that's going to be a powerhouse arena team for the next week. I have the Blossoms available, especially with no new units coming out this week. So I'm going to do that. Look forward to those videos. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.